right, Dub Nation, I'm here with Juan from Ricoma, and we all know about Ricoma because I do videos all the time about Ricoma. We got the EM1010, we got the MT1501, we got the 2 heads, we got what do we got? We got the RP200, we got the heat presses, we got everything, but there's one thing that we don't have that Ricoma unveiled at the show. Juan, what is that thing?
We got our direct-to-film printing. So we got going on today.
This thing is huge. Like, what do you guys call this thing?
This is the Revo DTF.
Revo DTF. Where'd that name come from? Revo. That sounds like kind of menacing, like Revo DTF printer.
You know what we do? We think beyond. So.
Right. I like that, man. I like that. Think beyond. So tell us a little bit about it. This is obviously not like something that you're gonna have in your bedroom or off to the side. It's more like a garage thing or like a full-fledged workshop type of thing. So tell us a little bit about the printer itself. Like, what's the size of it? How fast can it print? Like, what can you tell us about it?
Anywhere between 100 to 300 prints per hour.
100 to 200 prints an hour. That's impressive, man.
Right.
So
it's got a right now it's on a 24-inch film width, and basically it's an infinity size roll that you can send over. Have you seen the Flexi software?
No, I haven't seen the software. This is the software that works with it?
Correct, Flexi.
Okay, Flexi software. And I see you guys have it hooked up to the huge powder, shaker, baker, roller, everything all in one. Tell us a little bit about this unit right here.
Yeah, so this is basically your dryer here. Yeah. Basically, it's a conveyor style belt that pulls in the film. It actually has the agitator for the powder, and you can adjust the speed. Basically, make sure you cover all of the ink with the powder.
Okay.
Once you have it in there, you also have the flappers to basically kick off whatever you don't need.
Excess
powder on it, and then after that, you catch it onto the conveyor, and you just let it do its thing and dry it up. Close it on this side. The end product is basically the fans, so that you're able to roll the film.
Wow, so it kind of like cools it a little bit.
Correct.
Okay, wow, there's fans on that. This thing is fancy. And I see you have a hose going out of the top. There's a filtration system on the side.
Correct, you'll be able to catch the fumes if you have it enclosed, and that'll help you kind of breathe a little better, I would say.
What are these buttons for? People like flashing lights and shiny, but what do these buttons do right here?
Yeah, basically this controls the agitator as far as how much powder you want to bring down.
Okay.
It's on a timer. Also, if you want more or less powder, it also controls the conveyor, the flappers, and basically the temperature gauges are on this side here for yourself to be able to dry the ink at a reasonable
Exciting times for Ricoma, man. So, what do you think about what's been the reception from the crowd from hearing that Ricoma has actually entered the DTF space?
No, I mean, a lot of customers are actually, obviously we're in the embroidery side first, but now that we're getting into DTF, I mean, they're super excited. I mean, they come into the booth and now I see that we're expanding fully, and they're excited. I mean,
I tell people all the time, like, Ricoma is pushing the boundaries, and when it comes to embroidery, Ricoma actually changed the game, in my opinion, because prior to Ricoma entering, like, really pushing the embroidery thing, the embroidery industry was kind of boring, but Ricoma created a way to, for the average person to access the machine by offering the 0% financing, and everybody else, the whole industry is following suit. So that's really, really dope. How you doing, man?
Doing good.
Yeah, the whole industry is following suit, and I think that's exciting. And you guys are pushing the boundaries even more by offering technology like this, and I think that's dope, man. I think that's dope. So thank you so much, Juan, for showing us around this machine, man.
No problem.
All right, guys, so I'm here with Juliet, and we have, Juliet, how many heads is this?
This is a 6-head CHC2 1506.
Wow. Okay, so when it comes to multi-head machines, like, what's the highest amount of heads that you can purchase with the Ricoma machine?
So we have all the way up to 12 heads.
Wow.
So which means 12 times the production.
How often do people, like, buy those machines, like 12 heads and 6 heads, and how often?
So I would, when we have a new customer,
So
when we have a new customer, normally it will take our customers 6 months at least to upgrade at least to a 2-head. All of our existing customers move very quick quickly to multi-heads. And the reason being is because we always offer all the support that all of our clients need so that they can start making a lot of profit with their machine and upgrade. So I would say every 6 months our clients, our existing business are upgrading to more heads with the embroidery machine. And the reason being as well is because we have a growing margin that is very easy for clients to move. We also offer trade-in programs. So if they start with a single head, they could always trade in their single head for a multi-head, and we give them the value based on their single head to apply to their multi-head.
You know what? I never thought about that, but you know, I'm thinking ahead while you said that about like upgrading mine, but I'm not going to do that because I like holding on to my other machines and just growing my business like that. But that is a good solution that you guys offer right there. So I just ran into Greg. He said he watches the videos, man. I want to thank you, Greg, for watching the videos. And we just had a little conversation about embroidery machines. And basically I just told him, you know, he has to do his research and go with whatever he feels like is the best for his business, and gave him some of my advice. And you know, what's your take on it?
Oh man, always learning the game from the guys that do the work. So I appreciate you. Keep it up.
No problem, man. I appreciate you watching the video.
Right.
So, thanks.
This is felt.
Felt.
That's the twill.
That's the twill. Okay. Twill right here.
And this is
felt.
cotton.
And we got the cotton. Wow, this is nice looking. Nice looking right here. That's awesome. Hey guys, so I'm here with Mark from Apex. Horrible lighting, sorry for that guys, but I had to show you guys what he does right here and his company does. What stood out to me was, you know, we're always trying to get that baseball type of applique type of thing right there. So what stood out to me was this right here. This has the adhesive on the back. They provide, so you pay one time. Why don't you explain it for me?
It's a one-time charge for the DST or the sole file for this product. And then we sell it in quantity, whether you want to buy one piece or hopefully 1,000 pieces.
Right.
We would provide that to you, ship it just like this, and then you would sew it up on your apparel.
And you mentioned that you price by the square, by the square inch,
yep.
And that makes sense. And I checked out his price guide, and it's very reasonable with great margins. So,
our pricing is on apextransfers.com.
Apextransfers.com.
All our information is there.
Yep.
Give us a shout.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. MR has a decent with the power shaker and everything included. Wait till you guys see this right here. This thing actually picks up your transfer for you, puts it on the shirt. This machine right here rotates, presses it, and the only thing you gotta do is take the shirt off and put another one on. Pretty amazing technology, check it out.
In one, you've got to have your transfers cut straight, obviously. And then you've got to stop them moving. If they start to slide or they move, obviously it's going to affect. They've got a couple of transfers cut weird here, but
You'll lose registration if it moves or something.
yeah.
I just want to see it work. He already gave us a warning. That's pretty much what he said.
Yeah.
So, what would you say is the expected lifetime for that thing that you peel off?
Really, depends on your washing. I've got a shirt from last year. I washed it cold. It still looks as good as today. But yeah, depending on
leather, right? Like,
the leather. I don't know. Would you be washing that?
no, it will never be washed.
Yeah, so it should last. I don't see why that wouldn't.
Well, if you leave it in the car, it's like in the Bible cover. If you leave it in the car,
That's impressive.
like that.
Just that little part right there is impressive.
No, but I'm aware of no.
Okay. All right, your Harbor City, is that?
Yeah, 10 minutes. 10 minutes from here.
I'll reach out to you guys. Thank you.
That's what happens when you get the timing wrong.
You have a small inbox?
Not at the moment, but I may later see 210. So what's happening is it's just moving before I can get up.
It's not there yet.
I know. So when we finish this, we are going to have it where. So once we finish, we are going to have it where it's going to sync together.
Okay.
It's down to the time.
I mean, but the press is sick. So how does the press work? Does it have a pedal?
No, it's all auto. So I'll do it now. Once I get it in time. So basically how I programmed it at the moment, I have to press, hit, now it should run. So it's going to come over, and wait for the next shirt, and it should place it. So you see how it's sliding now?
Yeah.
No, definitely.
See this one? This is mess up. I just put too many transfers on there, really.
Oh, nice timing.
There we go. Once you get it set up and you get it running, it's good. It's just getting the timing.
That's pretty unbelievable. That's impressive.
What do you mean, pre-pressing? So actually, what you would do is you run this. Basically, you want to run this first, and just the heat in the palette to take the moisture out.
It's sort of like a cover.
Yeah, you just want to heat up your pallets, and then once your pallets are nice and cool, they're actually going to start doing it.
So it is
transfer. I've been walking around this thing like 6-7 times.
Yeah.
Finally found him.
Yeah.
Love, man.
Well, look.
Shout out to the t-shirt buddy, man.
I don't have to link him or Alan. You already know. Or Juan behind me.
You know it.
Education.
What's happening, brother? How you doing, man?
Good. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There are different ink technologies depending on what you want to print on.
Right.
So with UV inks, the ink sits on top of the object and a UV light cures it.
So that's what makes it stay.
Right.
As opposed to...
So our eco-solvent inks, think of it as the ink biting into the material. So the vinyl banner heat transfer warms up a little bit so the inks come in,
and
kind
absorb
of absorb,
substrate.
Yeah, but kind of bites into it and it heats up. And then you have your pigment inks for cotton garments and things like that.
Yeah.
And those usually there's a pre-treat, so it sits on top of the pre-treat.
Direct garment.
Yeah.
Okay. So
exactly.
So with the UV, it's a technology where it's two things: the ink and then the laser cures it.
Yep, the UV light cures it.
So that enables it to be printed onto pretty much anything.
Yes and no.
Yes.
Sometimes there's no one size fits all for the ink.
Yeah.
So there's some substrates that's really hard to stick to. You can print on it and flick, it goes off. So
it'll cure it, but it'll literally be sitting on top.
Right. So
Flake
that's
off
where you have like
dry paint.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's where you have primer. You do your test.
It's kind of like a pre-treat for...
Yes, for different objects.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, if you come over here, this is what makes it really cool with UV inks.
So
this is gloss ink where you can add more texture.
How did it add texture?
It's all in the artwork and in the software that tells the printer, well, okay, first you're gonna print this, and then now I want gloss layer, but I want different gloss layers. So it's all part of the design software and the software that comes with our printer, so it knows how to lay down the ink. So like this one doesn't have a lot of texture. This one has a lot of texture, but in different areas.
This one's like stone. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking there's a laser cutter involved, but no.
No, this
it's
is
just
all printing.
laying down more ink and curing at the same time, simultaneously, right after.
Right. So it prints and then it cures. So if you come and look at its printing, do you see that light? That's the light that's curing the ink.
Okay.
So you have, like for this particular printer, you can add it where you have the primer layer.
Yeah. See, I'm confused when I see stuff like this because I'm thinking this is cut and sew because it's all over. This is like it's got to be cut and sew. Like how? Because you can't lay that along with the sleeves.
Well, I mean, I would think that about that. The pumpkin one.
Yeah, but this is all one. I gotta ask him a question.
That's ridiculous, bro.
I gotta ask him.
It's like,
Can I ask you a question? I'm looking at these shirts. Are they cut and sew or are they all printed on? Because how do you lay it flat with the sleeves? Are they cut and sew?
He's printed
What's up?
Are they cut and sew or
Definitely not cut and sew.
How do you get it?
How do you let it lay
so
flat?
They're pallets. So there's T pallets.
Oh, it's a pallet with the sleeve.
Yeah, we designed it.
Have you guys been giving away a lot of hats?
Definitely, everybody loves that 3D puff.
I do. I can attest to that. I got a bunch of different Ricoma hats from all the different conventions that I attend, and they always have the coolest, newest designs. And this design I don't have, so I might have to get one of these hats for myself. Juliet, so please, can you save me a hat?
Of course I will, Alan.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.